The main reason why you're hearing a lot about peptides now is that an advisory panel of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration just voted to loosen restrictions on peptides, a move that would allow pharmacies to produce peptides like BPC 157, TB 500, and KPV, and make them available by prescription. Now, thousands and thousands of Americans and Canadians are using peptides. Most of those peptides that they're obtaining are coming from online vendors supplied by manufacturers, especially in China. Here's what we know. First of all, peptides are not magic. They are strings of amino acid that are the building blocks of proteins. Insulin, endorphins are just some of the many examples of peptides that occur naturally inside the body. They play an important role in bodily function. They help to regulate functions like metabolism and the immune system. They also provide structural integrity to tissues inside the body. Because they are smaller than proteins, peptides are able to penetrate cells more rapidly. Those are naturally occurring peptides. Synthetic peptides are sold under brand names, and I've already mentioned some of them: BPC 157, GHKCU, CJC12-95, and thymosin beta 4. Internet influencers and podcasters claim that these manufactured peptides improve athletic performance by growing muscle, optimizing immune function, and of course, slowing down the aging process, which seems to be a big selling feature for peptides. Influencers have claimed, for instance, that BPC 157 can heal a sore shoulder, arthritic knees, or a pulled hamstring. And some of the more outlandish claims are that peptides can cure ulcerative colitis, multiple sclerosis, traumatic brain injuries. Here in Canada, Health Canada, our regulator, has approved peptides such as insulin. They have been tested in clinical trials. Insulin, for instance, has been shown in many studies to have therapeutic value in treating diabetes, and its adverse effects are very well known because of the studies that have been done over the decade. But many of the peptides that you may want to experiment with that are coming from places like China, that you purchase online, have dubious, unproven clinical benefits, as well as potentially harmful side effects. Claims may be based on studies in animals only, which do not prove that the peptide is effective and safe in human beings. For instance, there are claims based on animal studies that the peptide BPC 157 helps repair tissue because it increases new blood vessels in the body. That by the same mechanism, BPC 157 might also encourage the growth of cancer cells that you may or may not know about lurking inside your body, and maybe turn a precancerous lesion into a cancerous lesion. I'll bet you didn't know that. The lack of research in humans also means that we do not know the optimal dosage of peptides in question. Its strong advice to you is to be very skeptical regarding claims about the effectiveness of peptides. Testimonials are a red flag for dubious claims. Also, be skeptical of claims that are backed solely by studies in animals. Solid evidence typically means several studies involving large patient populations in humans coming from more than one researcher. If you want to try peptides, caveat emptor, let the buyer beware, but certainly let your healthcare provider know. I'm Dr. Brian Goldman, and I'll see you soon.